You are listening to the Lucha Central Podcast Network. And now, LuchaCentral.com presents Masks, Mats, and Mayhem.
I'll write it and we'll do it live. Fucking thing sucks.
To another edition of Masks, Mats, and Mayhem. I am your host, Justin Outlaw Harvey. You can find me on social media at JustinHarvey75. You can, in fact, find the entire show on social media at MMMshow75. And speaking of which, what I need you to do right now, I need you to pick up your little handheld device, that little computer that goes in your hand, that 1 terabyte of joy that you doom scroll on all day long, and doom scroll your ass over to at MMMshow75 on Instagram. That is the IG, that is the Insta, whatever the heck you guys call it. Go over there, give us a follow on the MMM Show account. I just need a couple more people to come through there so I can do some more fun stuff for you guys over there. That's it. That's all. Not asking for much. Please, if you don't follow us on Instagram, follow us, share us with your friends. We have had a lot of fun posts this past week. We're doing some extra content over there, so definitely check it out and definitely give us a little follow. So me and Tony and Byron and even Meefloaf had a clip up today. Can you believe that? Meefloaf did extra work.
Who's Meefloaf?
He's got 1,700 children and day job and 3,473 miles away from me and still did extra work in the middle of the night. Love that guy. Anyway, these are my co-hosts over there. That's Steve Borden.
Woo! The icon.
Oof, don't do that again.
Ugh.
I don't want to do it 100%. I don't want to get copyrighted. At Byron Fever. Oh, let's give a shout out to Ashley Henderson 7002, a new fan.
Hi, hey.
Fan.
Why didn't you put her on the screen? Don't you have power? Don't you have administrative abilities?
Okay, check this out.
Administrative power.
Look at this.
Administrative power.
Here's another one. Here's another one. Here's another one.
And coming in hot all the way from Falmouth, England, it's Meefloaf!
He looks,
bear with me.
I'm just happy.
I apologize about the sound.
Meefloaf!
Hello, everybody.
Right down there.
And
over there, that away.
Oh, here.
At Tony Allen. Tony period. So you have to stop. Allen. It's Tony Allen.
Yeah, I had a mishappening with my name in a meeting yesterday, so I'm gonna have to change that. Anyway, hi everybody. How's everybody doing? Yeah, so I got called Saint Allen, and I'm like, yeah, that's just a little too white. It's like they think I'm Byron's cousin or something.
Well, what's the ST for then if it's not Saint Allen?
I thought it was Saint.
No, it's actually it's because they thought it was funny that Woody Allen. Right, so it's Tony Allen because of Stoner and stuff.
Wait, what do you guys have in common?
We both have the same last name. What? So does Marcus Allen. I don't know.
Why does your face do that thing, Byron?
That's how it looks.
H.
That's...
Look at this. You wish you could do this right now. It's so glistening.
I don't know if that's a
great way of saying hi.
Great start.
Hi, Ashley. How are you doing? Hi.
Oh, she's penguin blue waving cheer. Wow.
I know that emoji apparently did not quite come out of the robot the right way. So, I'm coming in hot this week. I'm starting with pops and drops. Right? Can I do that? Do I have a banner
go ahead,
for that?
I guess.
Yeah.
Formats
and drops. There it goes. There's the banner. My drop of the week is the what the hell are we doing here? Make it make sense, pretty please. Why are you trying to make me hate wrestling moment of the week? The reveal of Austin Theory as the masked man? What the hell are we doing? Why? I don't want it to be Austin Theory. I don't like it, Mom. It's terrible. I was stupid wrestling. I was having fun, and then they showed me Austin Theory, and I don't want to watch wrestling anymore because it sucks. It doesn't make me feel very good. Well, I want my mommy. That's it. That's my drop. The Austin's Theory thing, like, we knew it was coming, but also it was like, okay, they know that we know that it's coming, and they know that we don't really want it to be coming. And then, like, we were all excited because it was like, ooh, maybe it's one of the Street Party Prophet guys, or maybe it's Rhea Ripley's cousin, or like anybody. Like anybody. Could it can't be worse. I actually like Austin Theory. Meefloaf will take me to task for saying this. Meefloaf, not a fan. I actually like Austin Theory. I saw him early in his career a few times, Mav Pro, some other places. I thought the kid was good, and I always thought, like, oh, that kid should be in WWE. And I don't mind the kid getting a push, but I think this does Austin Theory a disservice. I think the spot was made to be big. I think it got people excited, and people wanted to see something cool. And then all of a sudden, like, I do need a hug. Austin Theory is the masked man. Sucks. Anyway, I think it does him a disservice because he's a decent wrestler. He's serviceable. He's got cool things going on. He's jacked, you know. He can wrestle. He can even cut a decent promo or whatever. But like putting him in a spot that big and then having that reveal, it was like, and the crowd went mild. It was not, I don't know. You guys tell me what you think, but my drop of the week is absolutely Austin Theory as the masked man. I thought it was terrible. Terrible, as Charles Barkley would say. Terrible.
I would say it's my drop because of who cares. That was my impression when it was him. I thought, who cares? And I turned the TV off, and I don't care about anything involving him or that entire story. No offense to him, but like, you got a chance to do something cool, and you put someone who no one was excited about, no one was missing, on your show. So, it's whatever. It's not his fault. It's they put him in a spot that he wasn't going to succeed. Who cares?
Meefloaf, tell me how much you love Austin Theory.
I really want to hear what Meefloaf thinks about him on a very personal level.
So I'll apologize because my headphones don't seem to want to Bluetooth. So,
you sound fine, but can you hear us?
Yeah. I'm just making sure it's not doing the whole thing back. When
no feedback or anything. Sounds great.
Cool.
What do you think about Austin Theory, Meefloaf? You said you love him, like you wanted to have babies with him.
Don't think I can say something.
Please, no more babies, man.
For liable.
All
I'll say is if you type Austin Theory and speaking out into anywhere, you'll find some information. It might involve underage girls. There we go. I think he's a terrible wrestler.
You just made Byron disappear into Sting's titties.
He's got no charisma. He's literally just the embodiment of. He's just a chiseled person with the most ridiculous teeth. I'm British and I'm slagging someone's teeth off. That man looks like something from Titan. What's it, Titan?
Actually, you have excellent
Titan AE.
Yeah, he looks like he should be swallowing humans. He's generally got one of the most scariest faces in the universe, and the problem is regardless of what I think, how do I put this? They set him up to fail. The whole thing, like WWE does at the minute, is they set up a stupid angle, and it was guaranteed to fail because there's a lot on it, and the whole thing with the Vision, like it's just one bad move after another with the Vision storyline, and it's Death Rider-ish. It's not the go away, fuck off, like we're tired of this shit, but it's just every single time they do something with it, it's a car crash. And then obviously Seth Rollins getting injured every 5 seconds doesn't help that. But like, yeah, Austin Theory being revealed and looking more like a sex pest than he's before is quite interesting.
Okay, Tony.
I'm just very happy I didn't see it live. You guys had to tell me about it. So
I went to sleep, thank God.
but
Did you see Daniel Garcia do his reveal with the black hoodie, and he was like, "Grr." Did you see that?
It was the same thing, wasn't it?
Grr.
But like less cool. Whatever you thought the first one was cool level, whatever level of cool the first one was, this
you
was
mean
less.
back in All in London? That was when he just popped out.
Yeah, and he had a black hoodie.
Yeah, I remember that because that was right next to him.
They did the same thing. He has a black hoodie, and then he's like, mean face.
Yeah.
And everyone else is like, oh, I wish I was in the bathroom right now doing anything else.
Yeah, well, my thing with what Austin did, what push number are we on right now? Is this 4?
Well, are we including Vince pushes or?
Yes, we're including everything. I mean,
Okay.
it's just like, somebody must like. You would think that Vince really liked him, but apparently everyone. I'm just guessing. I'm just thinking he is super, like, cool to hang out in the back. He just like makes everybody laugh, and he gets everybody coffee and donuts before they go. Well, I guess he doesn't need donuts because he looks like made out of hand, but made by hand. But I mean, I guess he's just like super like cool to hang out with. It's just well, I
mean, I've been around him a couple of times after shows, and he wasn't like life of the party. That was clearly Willie Mack, but he seemed like a decent whatever. I mean, he didn't try to.
Oh, maybe I don't know. This is
anything,
the thing that we can think about. This maybe they don't like him, and they always put him in these situations when the fucking parachute does not open.
It's just a giant rib, is what you're saying. They're purposely setting him up to fail over and over again.
Because as soon as you guys told me about it, and I don't know who called this, I think it was Meef last week or like the week before. It's like, if it's Austin Theory, I'm just gonna. I thought he was gonna have a greater reaction to it, but I mean,
we all know it's gonna be him. Unfortunately,
everybody, yes, but it's like you can see that bullet coming from a mile, and still it's shitty when it gets to you, right? It's just,
true,
horrible.
If anybody else have other drops this week besides the Austin Theory thing, is there other
I have drops? Let's read
go
Rebecca's comment. If people push Austin Theory anymore, they're going to get a hemorrhoid.
Oh, that was very graphic.
drop?
I don't know if I needed to put that in my brain.
She didn't say ruptured hemorrhoid, so it's fine. She didn't say pussy ruptured hemorrhoid, and that would have been much worse.
My drop is going to be Triple H as a booker. The shine has worn off, and I don't think he's done. I mean, you can debate. We'll probably debate the Cena thing a whole bunch, but you could also
are we
object? I mean, it's funny because
on the show,
I don't agree
with
with how you got there. But because I'm black and a man, I have to agree with you overall.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is,
but I don't agree with how you got there.
I'm saying like he's had a lot of misses or a lot of like not doing what needs to be, not getting what he needs to get out of what he's trying to do. But I mean, the Cena thing we can debate, but objectively, Gunther Walter is doing well at the moment. So at least that part of that equation is working. But we're gonna have to judge that a year from now.
Together as one name. I mean, that's a very German thing to do, by the way. But he's Austrian.
Well, I just,
Byron.
I'm putting.
I mean, the joke is funny if he's German.
Why?
I mean, it's an Austrian being identified as a German. I mean, I don't know if that's gone wrong before.
Historically, I'll say.
My lawyer has advised me to disappear again.
Wait, what?
Oh.
Hola.
Meef, can you translate this for me?
What's it? Wait a minute. Trying to do something there, Byron. God damn it.
Well, it wasn't me. Anyway,
Jeez,
yeah,
Byron.
that's my. I have a couple pops. I remembered one of them.
Dude, you have to leave Meefloaf alone when he's sampling the Pornhub Drub intro.
But I don't know what's. Yeah, I know what he's doing right now.
Dave, what you need to do is you need to make an account, so then you get your own algorithm going on one of those things, and then they just curate stuff to you and bring it to you.
I'm trying to find out how to.
Use your credit cards.
I'm using something new and my headphones won't connect, and it's doing my head in.
It is. Meefloaf is going to be over here trying to hack the fucking world the whole time. I love it. I'm here for it. Wait, so what was your other drop, Byron? You're done with your drop? Triple H. Okay. Tony, you have any drops?
My other drop is wrestling fans after Cena.
Oh no, you cannot do
Cena's
that.
match.
You
What?
cannot do that.
That's
Byron.
the main topic for later.
That's my drop.
Wait, was that Tony's drop?
Yes. I was gonna complain about
only you.
fans.
There's only you have to choose which one of you is the one that's going to be mad because they're contradicting. Are we going to save it or is Tony going to do it now?
I can be mad and save it for later.
And I can be mad at both of you then because he's doing it now. That's fine. You're trying to stifle the anger, Byron, and that's just not good for wrestling.
There's a lot of
podcasts.
anger going on in the world right now.
I'm
Christmas
not mad
time.
at all.
Wait, what?
Here, I'm here snuggled deep within the Stinger's glistening bosom,
Awesome.
and it's very comforting.
This is amazing. I don't know if you guys are seeing what's going on in the chat here, but I love Ashley Henderson. Ashley, can we have babies together? Pretty please.
I like the white guy on
sauce.
top. Please put that comment right now.
Well, thank you.
Good.
Is that Justin though?
Clearly,
No.
she was speaking about me.
Justin is the whitest guy here. Let's be real.
Yeah, true. To be
Meef
fair.
and I have it on. We have it locked down.
That Irish heritage just kind of overpowers everything in the stream. We all know how that Irish blood goes.
It's
I
too
have-
distracting.
do I
We
have-
can't talk wrestling because of Justin's aura in the chat.
Hey.
Do I
Oh, no,
have a
me
No,
too.
it's nice that
Me.
Byron is actually getting a compliment. We should give Byron his due.
Meef, put your hair up. You're doing too much aura. You already have, as established today on the show, 17,000 kids.
Holler at
If
Perry
you let it loose,
Cuomo's
there's going to be
beans.
a few more.
Is that what that says? Holler at Perry Cuomo's beans?
Como bien.
Bien.
Maybe my drop is well, I'll save it for later. It's
What?
fine. It's
Racist
okay.
fans in your other podcast?
Yeah,
chat?
racist fans in my other,
Not
which
to
I'm
be
not even
confused
on screen.
With races fan rocks. Because that is a different scenario. That is not the same thing.
No, just racist people. I mean, you know, when they make comments on social media, I'm like, whatever. But yeah, it's just like I haven't heard that word since I was in high school, so you know, it felt a little like yes,
Jarring.
What word? Oh, the burrito ingredient word?
yeah.
not
I can say it. I don't even know anymore. But yeah, I got called beaner on my show the other day. So
Gotta love showing up
Just
to
play
work. for
Molotov
that.
at them, Tony. Play Molotov.
oh
So,
yeah.
Byron, my question for you though is: if you go to
Yeah.
NASCAR, does that make you a races fan?
I have been to a NASCAR race.
Oh, fucking hell,
And-
man. You are white.
See, it is Byron. It is.
I
Byron.
actually went to one in Nashville.
He's the one that
Just-
watched Vikings. Meef. It was Byron.
Yeah.
I did not. I watched
got
an
leather cut.
episode of it. I used to go to races. Casey,
We don't
probably
know what
knows
this
too, at the
means.
Saga Speedway.
Sauce.
Como sauce? Como
Sauce.
sauce? Is that French?
Sauce.
Close by.
Oh, they had some tag team yesterday at NXT with like hockey.
Oh yeah. What's up with those
Hank
guys?
and Tank.
Yeah, I thought you would love them. I was like, oh man, this is right up Byron's alley. He's gonna get that merch.
Byron's a very
Not that belt that costs $700,
Well,
but
if Tank ever leaves, Byron could go in there and it could be Hank and Turk. It would be great.
Just get rid of both of them and hire me and give me both of their salaries. and you'll make triple the money somehow.
Byron, you're the one that
Yeah.
pitched the whole hockey fights MMA league, right? That was your idea.
No, I think that's really dumb. I mean, I like
That's like a real
fighting in
thing now,
hockey.
isn't it?
It is.
I mean, you see all sorts of sport mashups.
I
on
like
social
the
media still.
rushing shit where it's like
I was
15
gonna say, that
guys in
sounds
a
like
dodgeball
Russia.
court, like all MMA fighting each other at the same time,
Oh,
and there's
yeah.
referees just going, "Why did I take this job? This
It'd
is
be like one guy,
Die."
one guy fighting like 7 dwarves.
Tony,
Or,
should we show him Boca Juniors versus River Plate?
Wow.
there was one that I liked that it was a boxing match, but it was inside of a phone booth.
Oh yeah, I remember we passed that one around. That was funny. That was
Yeah.
funny.
I remember one
Nowhere
that
to
is like
run.
in a car, and then like they're strapped to their seat belts. They're strapped
Yep.
to the seat belts, and then they have to take it off and then start fighting. That one, well, that one was fun.
Casey sent us that one too, I think.
Yeah.
Meefloaf, do you have a drop? Do you have a drop this week?
I mean, there's too many in there, to be honest with you. Everything's been a car crash. I mean, Thea Hail had a drop.
Ooh, that.
So Blake Monroe
Okay.
definitely did a drop.
Which is
Yeah.
okay, but that brings me to part 2 because that's actually my pop of the week. I popped for it, so I have to give it my pop of the week because
I'm fine with it because I don't like Blake Monroe. But
I'm a huge Thea fan. Mariah, Blake Monroe, whatever. I think she's actually super cool. Like she has pissed off plenty of people. Lots of people in England have lots of things to say about her. There's a couple of people in Japan that have things to say about her. But I genuinely believe that girl learned from some of the things that she may have done to rub people the wrong way earlier in her career. Like everything that I know about her at AEW, that girl showed up, did the work, got in and out of there in the most brilliant fashion that no one else has been able to accomplish. Good night, Ashley. Thank you so much for stopping by. Please come back again soon.
she's going to
We
get a
love
dream
you.
of Byron.
Ooh.
Did we find out what como sauce means?
Sus. No, so
You're a married man, Byron.
I look, Blake's got her haters, whatever. I thought she did a great job of taking the difficult path of kind of just ghosting out of AEW and not really sticking around just to even see what kind of contract. She just had her mindset on going to the other place and she just did it. And like, I didn't have any issue with her being at AEW, but she wanted to take her shot over there. She's there now, for better or for worse. And, she's had this NXT run. But so we got to talk about the Thea Hail thing because this is a crazy moment. Thea Hail wrestling Blake Monroe in the opening match of the night for the North American Women's title on NXT was not supposed to be anything. Was not supposed to be anything at all. Was supposed to be just like a good match and building up Thea Hail's character. That's what Thea Hail was supposed to get out of that. More character stuff. And Blake Monroe gets an easy night at work and a win. Until we get to the springboard senton, which caved in Blake Monroe's chest.
The rib cracker is going to be called
She
now.
goes, all the air comes out of her lungs. Thea Hail kind of looks over at the ref. The ref it's maybe signaled to not do anything. Yes, I have 17 kids, but I only claim 2 of them, Ashley. That's right. I only claim 2 of them, the best 2. I like redheads, so I claim my redhead children. Anyway,
If she asks a second time, does a second person have to answer?
yes.
I have 2. There you go.
All right.
So anyway, she does Thea Hail does this body splash senton thing, but doesn't, like a senton, you're supposed to land on your butt and your back hits them a little bit and the mat compresses and things are fine. But Thea Hail doesn't weigh a ton, but lands all of her weight on Blake Monroe. So it's a cannonball. Blake Monroe loses all of her air for a second, may have even passed out. We don't know. Thea Hail kind of starts to cover, but doesn't cover, but then goes into a cover and the ref counts it. And then Blake throws her arm up after it because I think she came to and realized after the wind got knocked out of her, like, I got a kick. That's not the finish. That was not the go home. So, and then they play the wrong music or something. There's no graphics ready. Thea Hail's like, what do you mean I won?
Red
Blake
has to
Monroe's like,
signal
what do you
twice.
mean she won?
Ref has to signal twice for the belt because, like, the first one, like, no.
No, he's like signaling, and then he like
Signaling.
walks over, like, no, we have to do this.
We
Like,
have to do this now.
Ring the bell, hit somebody's music. Let's like that's the finish. I'm not
The
losing my
reaction in
job.
the crowd was amazing as well.
Oh, and they weren't even ready for crowd shots. That's the other reason why it wasn't the finish. Like, and then all of a sudden they start picking off crowd shots, and then on commentary they're like, Thea Hail is the new North American champion? Question mark.
The Australian end to it.
I love it though. She started over there when she was 18. And kudos to the other female wrestlers that we know out there that got her a good shot over there at WWE. Because she was one of those kids, mind you, that was out there working her butt off and got a shot early on. And right now, honestly, I think if she was to be 18 trying to go in right now to NXT, not a snowball's chance in hell. Like you look at Izzy and she's trying to get in over there, and I think she's got a shot still, but like they're not rushing to put her in. She's going to be 19 soon. They're not, and Izzy's not signing. Izzy's world-class wrestler. She's better than a lot of women, out there. But Thea Hail gets in at 18, wins her first title at 22 years old, in a very crowded field of excellent women. I mean, excellent. They keep sending women up to the main roster, and the NXT women's division still stays crispy. Like, they are one of the best women's divisions out there on a regular basis. And I feel bad for every girl in it because, man, it's like if one of them goes down, there are 4 more ready to step up at any given time over there. It's amazing. I'm like, every time I turn to the next team, I'm like, I don't know if I've seen this girl wrestle before, but she's as great as the last 3 I saw. Like, holy crap, where do they keep getting these girls from? Kendall Gray? Awesome. Totally great. Her and Maddie Rinkowski together, or Rin Sinclair, whatever Maddie's going by now. They're great. I watched them last night. I was like, what the hell? These guys could be tag champs on the main roster tomorrow. Excellent. But Thea Hail's been doing that for 3 years now, 3.5 years. She really, like, her character work has come a long way, and I just popped so much when she accidentally got handed a title belt on a botch. That was basically her fault.
The funny thing on this is I, earlier in the week, nearly sent to the group chat a video of her doing some poses, flexing, because it looked like she reminded me of Tony.
When Tony's in the gym?
Yeah.
She
might be taller. I'm not sure.
Oh, God. Please follow my Instagram. You'll know what we're talking about.
We need to get Thea Hail to come to your gym and dance with you. Daniel loves it. Daniel, thank you so much, by the way, for helping co-host. From going from riding to the venue in the back seat and not knowing anything about wrestling to actually coming and co-hosting our live watch along of MMMshow. Guys, go back on YouTube, check it out, and Daniel, or should we say Dalvarado?
It's Daniel Alvarado.
I know, but I like to mash everybody's names up, like Tony Allen.
You know, one thing that was great, because I mean, it's crazy, right? He came in to watch Cena's last match. Just that's a crazy, like, going like, this is the first year he's watching wrestling,
and your podcast premiere is John Cena's very last match.
Very last match. That's crazy. Well, one thing I gotta say, and I think it was about a couple of months ago that I was complaining that the ref did not check the shoulder, or did not do the 3 count. I cannot complain about it anymore because they listened. They went with the 3 count because it is what it needed to happen. And you can see if you go back in the video, you can see when the 3rd one is coming down, he's trying to stop it all the way. He goes like, damn it, I gotta do it. And
then right after she goes,
yes. I mean, but it's
too late.
It's too late. And that makes me believe it even more. And also, this gives the opportunity. This gives the opportunity to it's like the 1, 2, 3 kid, right? I feel like that's a little bit like that, right? It gives that opportunity for somebody that is not
expected to win a championship.
that is not expected to
Well,
win.
it doesn't the way the botch happened a few weeks or months ago. The ref didn't count 3, and instead of it being something that's interesting and makes you want to find out what happened,
Exactly.
it just looked awful, and everyone looked embarrassing and bad. But to your point, what happened now is now
You gotta do
all of a
something.
sudden this is the most interesting part of the show.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Oh yeah, I'm watching
So
next week.
now
for
you
sure
have-
now.
And you know,
Yeah.
that time I guess I went to her. I probably because I blamed the ref. Remember I said that,
Yeah.
and even you just look at me like, "Where you blaming the ref?" Yeah, I'm like, "Yes, you're supposed to count that. You're supposed to keep the kayfabe till the last second,
Yeah.
even if that means that you're going to break a
If the
championship
wrestlers mess up, the
streak
wrestlers
or
mess
anything like
up.
that." Yeah,
You're keeping
so
the product going, basically.
and this is it. This it was great.
Look, I'm sure all 3 of them got shit on. Like Thea botched the senton, Blake didn't get the arm up, and the ref changed the finish. So all of them probably got reamed a little bit. The ref, however, is probably the least to blame here, unless somebody was in his ear screaming, checker, checker, checker. Because the one thing that you could have done to stop that is, yes, Thea wasn't going to not botch the move. But after she botches the move, if you look down and Blake looks like she really got the wind knocked out of her, the ref should go in there and check and hold Thea off from the cover. That's the only way you really prevent moments like that. And you see
I
stuff
tell
like that
you-
happen. It happens all the time. It's why
It
we thought
happens
that
all-
the Dominic spot was real that day too, because it
Apart
was
from
like,
me.
yeah.
That bothers me so much, though. They're in a fight. You don't stop a boxing match because someone is
Well,
too
you do,
hurt to
Byron.
fight.
No, you do,
But,
Byron.
like,
you do,
but if-
Byron.
They do.
You've
If
If you do in a
actually
boxing
do
match,
stop
then they
boxing matches.
lose.
No,
Then they
Byron,
lose.
No, they can
no,
stop
don't.
and check a cut. They can stop
Yeah.
for a
If
concussion.
it's
They can
low
stop
blow,
behind it.
Yeah,
If
low
it's one of those-
low
Not a low,
blows.
a low blow is against the rule.
Well, if you
You let
sleep
someone
and touch
recover.
touch the with your gloves, you touch that, they will check and give you an 8 count.
At
Also, if
any
you hit someone in the back of
point
the
in time, the ref can walk over
Yeah.
and check a fighter. He holds their gloves, asks if they're okay to continue, and they're programmed to say yes. So most of the time they do, even if they're totally jacked up. But at least the guy has said, "Yes, I want to die in this ring," and it's not like
there's also the guy that's falling through the ropes. Like
I
people have
still
like
think it's-
stumbled.
yeah.
I still think it's dumb in a wrestling match for someone to say, "Oh, my knee is too hurt." Well, that's the whole point.
Is for them to get hurt.
Yeah, is for you to hurt someone enough to win the match.
I mean, I don't disagree with that. I like my wrestling to feel like a certain amount of intensity, and but I also like to
But it's also
see.
got a set
I
of
also like to
rules.
see my favorites continue to do their thing, so I don't want them to actually ever get hurt.
To
No, I
your
don't want them
point-
to get hurt for real.
But to your point, like if she was hurt, yes, you could separate it. You could separate it and then do a 10 count because you know
Yeah.
you got that possibility, and then you're out. And you, of course, you're like 1.
But also, this is one of the
No.
problems with some of the fast-paced wrestling that we see nowadays. Because back in the day, after any type of high spot like that, the cover was never that fast. It was always big high spot, unless it was Jimmy Snuka splash that he would go right into the cover. Like most high spots that came off of the second or third rope, and even in WWE for the most part now. But NXT and AEW both have these faster styles where you do a high spot right into the cover. And if somebody or something went wrong on the high spot, this kind of thing could happen more,
By the looks of it as well, it looks like what was actually supposed to happen was it be turned into a crucifix pin.
Possibly. And she was possibly supposed to lose.
Because
there.
when she kind of does like she's like reaching
right.
back.
Yeah.
It looks like she's trying to.
Maybe.
Yeah, it's a really weird. She does like a shuffle. If you watch it again, like,
And
just
if
have a
that
look
was
at
supposed to be
that's
the
first
case,
thing I thought.
maybe it was Blake's botch too. Like maybe she didn't position it right, because when you watch it, if she's just trying to do a senton, like why did she throw her whole body back like that? And maybe the reason she did was because Blake is supposed to catch her and rotate back into the pin. That's
It's just
actually
That is
a
the
really good
whole
reaction when I
observation.
saw it. My first reaction when I saw it was that that's the when you said it's been botched. Like I thought, oh, they botched the spot where she does that and then gets rolled into the pin because it looked like Thea Hail was looking like searching backwards to be pinned.
I mean, well,
Rather than actually reaching
and whatever
to
was supposed to
pull out.
happen, the true nature of the botch is when Blake Monroe's ribs said, "Help me."
That is the only
That's
time
pretty
they
much where it
pin
all
like that
really
too.
went wrong. Sorry, what were you saying, Byron?
Sorry, that's the only time they pin like that too. It's
Yeah,
like a total like foreshadowing or giveaway.
so
But
but I love that she's got the belt now. Like Thea might drop it back next week so they can get their storyline back on track for whatever. Because apparently, you know, and this is information I've sourced and other people have sourced, and it's out there now. It was absolutely not the finish. That is confirmed. That was, I don't even think anybody at NXT is trying to hide that. And like casuals don't know, but almost every wrestling fan at this point understands that that was not the finish. But in addition to that, they had other plans. They had to throw out other segments. They had to throw out a pre-tape and another live segment that they were supposed to do later in the show that was supposed to set up coming out of that match. Like they absolutely had to change creative because of Thea Hail winning with a botch.
there's a really simple way out of it as well, though. Not in terms of dropping it quickly, but just doing a quick storyline where it's like, oh, Thea Hail, she was never supposed to be champion, but she's champion. She's the scrappy underdog. Blah blah blah.
The cool thing is now they're gonna have to improv whatever happens, and you know, and I like that because that puts them on stress, and that will see if this becomes a diamond or they just fuck it up.
And honestly, I think they should roll with it. And honestly, I think if you're a fan, watch it, support the storyline, support Thea Hail, so that we keep getting more interesting stuff like this. Now, I don't want them hot-shotting every young up-and-coming kid that, you know, kind of deserves a chance, you know, but at the same time, every now and then, they should.
Blake Monroe's been hot-shotted when she came across, hasn't she? Let's be honest. So, like, her losing it this way, then she's gonna have a little bit of character building. For the character, she now has to do a chase where she's lost a belt out. She can show different work and go, "Oh, you beat me, blah blah," because you shouldn't have beaten me, blah, or whatever.
Yeah, but
they can do more character work with it now. And
Mariah May, Blake Monroe, she had been hot-shotted a little bit in NXT, but let's not forget that she was a former women's champion in AEW, and she did work her way up to that over a year of playing the backseat character. And at first, I mean, she was really getting played like Camille was when Camille was with Mercedes. They did that to her, but she sucked it up and took it fine, and everybody loved her, and she moved up in the program. RJ wrote great stuff for her, and she excelled at it, and she fit into that program. Got the belt. Let's not also forget that she was over in Japan, and she was she was putting asses in seats in Japan.
My argument here would be that if you just have to look at Julia, they did the same thing with Julia. They hot shot, and then now she's off a cliff.
They took the aura off of both of them.
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying is now they've got the chance to kind of go.
There's no way, there's no way, Daniel. But regarding that is just. That no Christmas bonus for everybody. Well, I think that the problem with Blake Monroe / Mariah May, it's just Blake Monroe now. It's just on the other company. I think that they did a transplant of the character. I think so. That's why it didn't resonate immediately like that. Because even when they did Ethan Page changed a little bit. Or I don't know if he had more freedom to do the
I think Ethan Page just actually got to do what he was always trying to do. I mean, he was doing a little bit of that when Dan Lambert was there and some of that other stuff. Like that version of Ethan Page had existed but had gotten so lost, whereas Blake literally stopped doing it one place, showed up and did it and then in another place with, a decade newer vibe on it.
But also Ethan Page was used to pretty much booking himself all the way back his whole career.
To my point, yes. RJ City,
book
architect of that. So you're missing that special secret sauce, I guess. But I think she's gonna be fine. This is interesting. unless something else terrible happens, we're gonna get over this part, and they both can benefit from this if they do it right. And I think
I think now they're not going to
at NXT works. I don't watch anything else on NXT except
good
the
for
women.
Blake Monroe because they're not going to ghost her after she got the fucking Montreal screw job. I think they're going to go out of their way to be like, dude, we're so sorry. Just go with it. We're going to leave it on Thea. We're going to do a little thing. Like she just got a get out of jail free card, I think, by that happening to her. Even if it was partially her fault, I think everyone in the back is going to be like, no, we'll take care of you. Like, because this is not the old WWE where Vince would just be like, I like the new kid. Let's go with her. This is not that world anymore.
Winners.
Yeah. So it's really interesting, though. I again, that's my pop of the week. Somebody else got a pop? Give me a pop.
I got a pop. It was Brody Lee, his birthday this week. So there was a lot of cool tributes to him and rehashing some of his older stuff or just his stuff in general on social media, on Twitter. This is some of my favorite stuff I've seen in wrestling. I would definitely go out of your way to look at his highlight reels from the Being the Elite videos, the segments with the Dark Order. They are just incredible. They're so funny. He's yelling. He's throwing rolls of stacks of paper at people. Sue, Trent's mom, makes an appearance. It's great. They have this whole bit. He's trying to get Jungle Boy to join a Dark Order, but they keep grabbing Griff Garrison.
Oh, I remember that. Yeah.
And so they had the whole catchphrase, and it's like the most established I think Griff has ever been. They kept saying he'd tell the guys, that's Griff Garrison, it's not Jungle Boy. And they would go, who the fuck is Griff Garrison? And it was like a catchphrase you put on a shirt. It's a lot of fun. And you could tell they're all having a good time.
Byron didn't drop an F-bomb in the first 5 minutes this time.
I think I did.
Yeah.
He got to 42 minutes. That's good.
Oh my God, for 2 minutes. We only talk about one thing.
Yeah.
We're monetized. I'm going to buy a car with the money from this episode.
Oof.
Anyway, so yeah, that's my pop, is the memory of Brody Lee, and look up some of his stuff. His promos in AEW were amazing. The stuff where where Cody's doing the open challenge and Brody was in the ring, spit flying out of his mouth while he's yelling. He's like, no. Yeah, like no more open challenge, no more airtime for indie wrestlers, all this stuff. Just like, how could you keep a straight face? And then John Silver would run over to him as like his biggest fan, and he would just punch him in the face.
I didn't know who John Silver was before that stuff. It was so good. And after that, I was like, I love this dude too. Like, it was great stuff. And I wasn't really a Brody fan until that stuff. So I agree with you. Meefloaf, I want to hear you have a mankind.
Mick Foley. I don't say anymore.
Oh God, yes.
Hero. That's your ninja?
Yeah. That's my hero of the week.
And why?
Because he has integrity and is human and isn't a orange piece of shit that I can't say what I want to say.
You already said a lot.
Click.
I don't think it's any mystery that if you're in opposition to our current leadership, you are enjoying Mick Foley's statement this week. I'll be honest, and I said this to you guys earlier. I don't know if I entirely get it. I get that Mick Foley doesn't need the money. I don't get the leaving WWE part. To me, it's like, Mick, they're stuck with you. So, yeah, say all the shit that you want to say, but why leave? You could force them on their own platform to basically platform your agenda to say what you want.
He still gets a platform without them because now that he made that separation, he still is linked even more. I think it works the other way.
I'll say this. Mick is still a wrestler. Mick is a genuine, kind-hearted guy, but also a carny at heart. Like, I've seen and talked to Mick Foley at the conventions when he was counting his money. And let's just say it was all the money. Like, the only person sitting on a convention floor that's counting more money than Mick Foley is Matt Hardy. Period. I don't care what anybody says. I don't care if you're fucking Ric Flair. You're not making money like Mick Foley or Matt Hardy. And don't get me wrong, Jeff's sitting at the table too. I just think that Jeff doesn't even realize that Matt's taking all of his money. But that's a whole other story.
He's got kids to feed.
Yeah, I mean, 20 of them. And one of them's named Maxell. Not Maxwell, Maxell, right? As in Maximilian or something?
It could be Maximilian, yeah.
Oh my God. Anyway, to me, I don't know if I would have done it the way that Mick did. God bless him if he's got an opinion. Like, if you've got an opinion and a platform and you're already paid, like, I stayed clear of certain things. You know, I will say I like Jake Hagar and I like Mick Foley. I like them both, and I'll listen to both of their opinions. I don't necessarily agree with either of them, but I just would keep my politics out of my business. You don't shit where you eat. And
nobody does that anymore. That's impossible.
Yeah.
I know, but
also, not a political stand is a political stand. Just as
that's my political statement, that I'm not going to make a political stand, because when I go to the wrestling convention, I'm there for wrestling. I don't care what your politics are. Like, I know wrestling fans that are hyper conservative, and we both love ECW crap. I know wrestling fans, Meef, that are hyper critical to the other side, and we both love Lucha Libre and Lucha Underground and these things. Like, I can agree to disagree with somebody very easily. I'm very open-minded. I'll listen to their opinions, and I am happy to not agree. But at the same time, like, I'm not going to let that get in the way of my money. If half the people in the line think one thing and the other half the people think the other thing, the thing that I think is pay me, and then, let's not talk about it.
Well, we are all capitalists.
But
I'm not saying that we're. I mean, this is getting confused. Why, you're not, Byron? Are you
No, I'm just. I think it's pretty obvious. Like, if Mick Foley wanted to keep making as much money as possible, he can easily go to AEW, do a minimal amount of whatever in-person work he has to do, and he'll get a refresh.
Minimal amount. Their shows run 7 hours. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, but he doesn't have to. He doesn't have to even be at the show. I don't know what he'll even have to do.
I'm
just saying,
Tony spends his money on.
He could go to AEW. He can get a decent paycheck, and then he could also get a refresh on merch, shirts, and figures, and make even more money off of those.
You know who also I think has a lot of integrity? John Cena. He left the company too. Maybe it's because of his politics.
No, he just signed some new 5-year ambassador deal or some crap.
Yeah, but he's not gonna be there. When they hand over the reins of WWE to
what John Cena did was he signed a contract that will ensure that if Rock tries to come back and recapture the Make-A-Wish crown, that Cena can still do like 4 more. He can always do a couple more wishes than The Rock.
That's
always stay
It will bring him kids from whatever and just
That's his top man
clause. Dying ones. I gotta beat Rocky again.
That's his top man clause that the NWO had.
I would stress that I don't actually see Mick's point as political. It's humanitarian.
Yeah,
so there's a big difference. It's purely from. Someone gets murdered. You don't go online and start saying how they're a loser compared to you and they hated you and therefore, yeah.
So you think it was the Rob Reiner thing that did it?
He specifically said it was.
Yeah,
he specifically said it.
There's a direct
that's what it was. Yes.
Yeah. That was. I mean, obviously, you don't think he agrees with him politically anyway, but I think that was you just as a president of any country, you just can't do that. Sorry.
I mean, yeah, it was kind of a dick move. That's pretty raunchy. Tony, is this true?
Yeah, it is.
When is your birthday?
On Sunday.
Shit,
he's only been talking about it.
I don't.
He's only been talking about it every single week.
It's in my phone.
No, I did.
But I haven't gotten to the reminder for it yet, so I had no clue it was this weekend.
We're doing a birthday weekend. We're going Top Golf.
Oh, that's fun.
It is, and then we're doing the Neon Night thing. And
then I can rebook the Cody Rhodes interview. You're not coming?
Oh, what? No, wait a minute.
Tony, I'm going to celebrate. I'm going to celebrate your birthday next week.
Oh, well, thank you. Appreciate that.
Did pub golf make it to America?
No, Topgolf is like a
I'm in
driving
Mexico,
range,
brother. Yeah.
but
Oh,
with food
Jesus
and booze
Christ.
and
Oh no, that's not as fun.
targets that you
That's
try
not
and
as
hit the
fun.
ball
No.
And don't
into.
we going to a Japanese karaoke on Saturday?
You Google search pub golf. That's
Pub
much more
golf.
fun. Yeah.
Okay, I will. And then on Sunday we're going skiing, even though there is no snow. So I was expecting
Wait a
some
second.
flurries. What?
Does that mean what I think it means?
No, you sicko. You
Turk
watch.
Town Holiday.
You watch a lot of AEW, I guess, you sicko.
What?
Do
You're
you
bringing
want
up the
all the
rumors
snow,
of the
man?
original Daily's Place parties after the show?
No, what I'm saying is that the AEW is for the sickos. That's what the shirt says.
It's Tony Allen,
And-
not Tony Montana. Come on.
No, it's we're going to this place that do have skiing, but there's no snow. So they're just gonna have that mesh that they put on.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I was expecting snow, but
You still get pretty quick on it.
didn't happen. Thank you, Danielle, for bringing everybody's attention to my birthday.
Right.
You are
So
too-
I got to ask you a question. Being that
Oh,
anyone who has a birthday in December 20 anything, basically, how awful was your childhood when you got that combo birthday Christmas gift every fucking year? You got
Wait.
half the presents the rest of us got, right?
My mom is visiting, so I don't know if she can hear this, but he was pretty fucking shitty.
There's a chunk
No, listen. So this is how it went for at least 9 years. It was birthday or Christmas.
Take your pick.
It was like wait. And then my sister was born in January, but she still got Reyes, which is three ways man.
What's good it is?
No. Well, you're supposed to get like a gift because that's the actual Mexican tradition. You didn't get like Santa Claus. You got the three ways kings, and and she got both. I'm like, wait a minute, no. Something's going on. Something's wrong here. So after that, I started getting my gifts. So. But it was pretty bad for a couple of years.
Yeah.
Three Kings Day in the Netherlands. That's interesting.
They did have that. Well, we do have. I think the cake comes from the Netherlands. We just adopted it. Oh my God, there's a huge
We have no King's Day
controversy
here. That's a whole different.
No, do you get cake?
Depends
get
on
tear
who's
gassed.
going to the rally with me. Let's go. Yeah.
To the rally.
Depends of if it's. But is it the gear or is it the cake? That's what I said early today. Nobody knows what I'm talking about. Anyways,
Is it the gear or is it the cake?
yeah, that's what I was thinking. Wait, is it a gear? Or is it the cake? I don't know.
I mean, I thought that was the new North American flatback champion myself. I was not impressed with that. I'm into a different thing, y'all. I'm just saying, into a different thing. Rebecca knows what I'm talking about, but I don't think she's here. Earmuffs, Rebecca. Earmuffs.
Ashley knows what you're talking about.
Ashley is programmed to know exactly what I'm saying.
How can we put prompts in the chat to make it do stuff? Is that a real thing?
I don't know.
You're asking technical.
Don't fuck with Skynet, bro. You don't want that. You don't want that.
Always
smoke.
when you use ChatGPT, always use please. Like always say, can you please write me, script for a movie?
Okay,
Don't
so
have
the Dutch thing's
ChatGPT
actually
write you a
Santa
script.
Claus.
What do you
And
mean?
it's Vort Piet, which is called Black Pete. That's all you need to know.
Anybody else got a pop of the week? Tony, did you get yours in? Everybody's good?
I had another
Crap,
one.
I
I can't
forgot you
remember.
guys were
So
on.
maybe
Hello,
I didn't
guys.
have.
Oh, Vince Russo showing up on Juggalo TV talking about.
I
Cameron
had
Cross
one,
and
but
TV.
I'm kind of blanking out right now on it.
Well, I know what I want to talk to everyone about. Open your mind, Quaid. I want to talk about Quato, as Meefloaf mentioned it. John Cena tapping out with that smile. Let's talk about it, guys. John Cena, at Saturday night's main event, had his last match and had a banger back and forth kind of thing going on with Gunther, or Gunther Walter, as Byron likes to call him. And I thought it was a pretty good match. I thought that Saturday night's main event was really awesome.
Yeah.
I did a little piece on the YouTube over there. If you want to give us a follow at MMMshow 75, that sparked a bit of controversy. The one thing I have to make an addendum to that
He
YouTube,
meant on the Instagram. He doesn't know the difference.
Instagram, whatever. The one thing I have to make an addendum to is I didn't mention the Joe Hendry thing, and I thought it was really awesome that all of that young talent got on that show. That was Cena's whole point. Cena basically signed off on all the people that came on that show. That was, to Byron's earlier point, not a Triple H product. Yes, Triple H is still the head of creative. Yes, Triple H had a lot to do with it. No, that particular episode going down that particular way was not all Triple H's idea. He did not book that on his own. What he did is the lead creative said, John, what do you want to do for your last match? What do you want to do, brother? And John said, I want to put over some new talent, man. When I came in and I did that Kurt Angle thing, like, I got to give back. I want to do something like that. What do you like? What can I do? And Triple H said, I don't know. I mean, what do you want?
He said, I want to be a meme.
Your buddies, you want some NXT guys? Like, what do you mean new? Like, what kind of guys are you looking for? And then John said, well, this Joe Hendry guy, I'm not gonna fight him because I'm not a bitch, but at the same time, like, let's put him on the show. Let's make him do something. Yeah, you know what would be funny? Make the Miz put him over. Yeah, let's do that. Yeah, great. Who else you got?
Awesome.
Who else you got? Like, and they just went down the list and they came up with some people. They brought him over. I thought they did a really solid thing for Oba.
That's my other pop. My other pop is hearing from other friends who are wrestling fans who unprompted told me, yo, Obafemi is the man. He's legit.
And we weren't feeling that way a little while ago. Like a couple months ago, it felt like Oba had lost his luster a little bit. This is what WWE is good at. This was a great moment for Oba and well done. It was the right story.
I gotta say, I only pay attention after that promo he did.
Yeah.
With Cody. I love the accent. It makes him sound like a fucking.
He doesn't always talk that way though.
He
can speak. He can speak without.
No, I can't. Anyways,
sounding that way.
But again, I'm Mexican. I know I look like Byron sometimes, but I'm not.
I'm not even the third whitest person on the podcast.
I don't know.
You really are, Byron.
Hispanic Heritage Month is mine, so whatever.
I'm European.
Sorry, I had to break kayfabe there. I love the way that he made that promo. I love the match, but then I felt the match ended too soon. Maybe because Cody's ear or something. I think he banged his head against the hard part of the table or something like that. And I wanted more out of that. I mean, I still think that was the way it was supposed to end. They had to have Drew come in or whatever.
Well, I think they went to the go home, but they may have gone to the go home early. They may have
I think like 5 minutes we had more like probably there, and we got robbed of it. Well,
I think you only lost a couple minutes. I think they.
I don't know. Well,
I think they were 3/4 of the way there anyway.
Probably, but I mean, I want to see more of this guy, but I want to see him on the shows that I actually watch because I don't watch NXT.
And there's the weird part. There's the weird part because, like, we know Sol Ruca is obviously going to go back down.
We will go to Sol Ruca in a little bit. Yeah, go ahead.
But I'm just saying, we know she's going to go back down. Oba is more on the fence. He's more, we've thought for a while that they're grooming him to be on the main roster potentially. I feel like there is a little bit of room, though. I feel like there's more room for him on SmackDown than Raw. I don't know if I want to see him in the Raw mix right now. I feel like I want to see him on SmackDown. But there's a space for him. But that is a little strange part of the whole thing. And like Javon and Leon, like, think about this too. Leon is still a TNA guy and was on that card. That's friggin' huge. Like, Joe Hendry is officially WWE. Javon is.
What's interesting, by the way, about Joe Hendry? He just released a figure through Ringside, like they're unsanctioned.
In his 1 week gap, in his 1 day gap,
his own independently released figure before he gets to WWE. If you sign the
contract on the right minute with the right date, nobody can do anything about it. If his NXT contract lapsed at midnight and he didn't sign his WWE contract until noon, he could have signed that piece of paper at 8 a.m. and been good, been Gucci, and there's nothing anybody can do about it. Sorry, Mattel. Sorry about your damn luck.
He's gonna be really
That one match
rich.
was not good. I think Meef is gonna go crazy on this, but AJ Styles. Oh, actually, Comatose really hated. I'm like, yeah, you cannot call AJ Styles trash, man. But I mean, he was not great. You know what I mean? Like, he called him trash. I'm like, oh, you gotta go easy, bro. Come on, relax.
I'm gonna say this, and you can cut it into a clip if you want, Tony, because I'm not scared. AJ Styles was hands down the worst wrestler on that episode of Saturday Night's Main Event. He was hands down the worst. He had the only real botch of the evening off the rope. And somebody said to me, like, I think it was Jimmy, was like, oh no, that looked like it was intentional or this, that, and the other thing. No, when he's going for the phenomenal forearm and the move right after it is the Styles Clash for the win, that's not supposed to be a botch. It didn't set up any storyline. There's no psychology to that spot happening at that point in time. And the announce team was just like, oh, he didn't get all of that one or whatever. You know, they did one of their quick cover maneuvers. And I'm going to just say that, and before that, AJ looked outmatched. But look, AJ's carrying more weight right now. He intentionally bulked so that he could perform better with the heavyweight, slower style of WWE. He's not an X Division guy anymore. And I get why they had him out there, and I get why they wanted him to be there to kind of put a light on these new guys that are leading his division over in TNA. And Javon is kind of like one of the NXT's version of an X Division guy. I get it. I totally get why AJ's there in that spot. But it also exposed AJ. He can't run with these kids like that anymore. And also, he doesn't need to. Like, I get that he was doing his part because John said, I want the leaders in this locker room all out here. I want Cody. I want
he's out
AJ,
next too.
I want Miz. I want my dudes out here and Bailey too to take my example and do what I do and put these kids over. So AJ was out there to do his job. But unlike everyone else, Bailey, banger, Cody, solid, you know, AJ looked outmatched. He looked outclassed by the younger versions of him.
Yeah, I think that was the only weak spot of the whole card. Now, let's talk about Sol Ruca.
Yes, please.
I am very impressed. I became a fan with one match. However, and I know this is going to go...
And you're talking about this match? You haven't really seen a lot of her?
I hadn't seen anything before. Probably I had, but I don't recall.
No, but that's great perspective because, like, I've seen 30 of her matches. So
yes, I actually, I don't know. It did kind of blew my mind. The finisher is insane. And I don't think that's the cleanest one. Cause I went back and watched other clips, and there's other ones that are a lot cleaner. Like it's just like the going down part is a lot cleaner, but. Yeah. Made me a fan. The energy was amazing. I think she has the whole thing. Like I rarely, like maybe Stephanie Baker. That was the only like that I'm like, oh God, that is amazing. Of course, Thunder Rosa, but
I was about to say Jesus Christ.
But the only thing, my biggest problem, and I know it doesn't matter because gringos, but. The name has to fucking change now. It literally means sunny old bitch in Spanish. Or it means my sunny old girlfriend. That's what it means in Spanish. I don't care how you want to twist it around. I don't know how they got to that name.
It's almost like someone decided, like, because, you know, Sol, and then they were like, Rucker, because... Where is she? Is she American?
No, she's Australian.
There you go. So Australian Rucker is someone who fights.
She's not Australian.
She's not Australian? I thought Comatose was claiming her.
Yeah, no, Sol Ruca's not Australian.
Yes, she. Oh, come on.
But also, she does look like she's about
American?
3 minutes away from recording
from
songs
Ontario. Oh, she's from
in
Ontario.
Bolivia.
Yeah. No, she's from Ontario, California, bro. I know her dad.
Okay.
I worked with her dad in the recording studios. Her dad's a horn player. He was in a bunch of ska and funk bands.
Well, you gotta give him a call and be
Which
like...
is the weirdest thing for me because I can't look at Sol Ruca and be like, yeah, she's hot or whatever. Like, I know her dad.
I did not say that. although she is a very good-looking lady.
She needs
but
a more
my point
believable
is,
finish.
Tio Vic is a very big fan of Sol Ruca, and maybe hasn't ever seen her wrestle.
I think that their name has to change. It even sounds like a trial name, like one of those names that what was her name? Jordan Grace was getting.
Oh God.
Oh,
you
the
know what?
Matrix
I
one?
think what you're really
Choosing
saying is she
Matrix?
just can't work AAA dates.
Well, of course, and I want to
Just
see her
stand
down
there for me.
here, but no, because this is a global company, and there are 500 million people that speak Spanish, and most of them are Mexicans, and we are gonna give
Well, listen,
them.
any of the SoCal people, holler at us, because if I'm not mistaken, I've heard Ruca used differently in SoCal than other places. And I think she picked it up thinking it meant something in the common vernacular from SoCal that is not what it means
No,
to
well, it
anyone else.
does-
who's
Oh,
Mexican.
is this
It does trickle down.
is this like the equivalent of like people getting Chinese
Chulo.
like Mandarin?
Yes, that
Yes.
is the same thing. That's exactly it.
Yes.
And,
Yeah.
it says dry laundry or whatever.
Right.
You know,
Or
like
like
those
gibberish.
gibberish.
Yeah.
That's yes, that's what happened. And Miruka, when you're in like California and they're like, "What called Miruka?" That means I'm going with, but it comes from the fact that it's your old lady.
Right.
So I don't think that's a positive at all. Let's change that
That's
name.
fair.
WWE, listen to me. Change Sol Ruca's name so that she is more widely acceptable. If you wanna put it Latino, that's okay. We already have people dressed like cholas in certain companies, and I'm cool with it. So let's just
Tony,
do that.
can I really blow your mind?
Oh, please go ahead.
I said I knew Saul's dad.
Yeah.
He's black.
Oh, wait a minute.
She's black.
She black?
She's black.
Oh my
She's as
god.
black. She's as black as my kids.
Oh, there you go. That makes sense.
Actually, I think she might actually be full half black. I don't know. She might be like one of me. She's
like a quarter.
she's a mulatto. She's not a quadroon. She's a mulatto.
Well, we can't say that word.
No, I can.
Those are the
Justin.
words. Those are the words.
He
Justin,
said
that was
he
a-
was a burrito ingredient earlier. I can
Yeah,
say
but
I'm
that was the
mulatto?
Irish half. That was the Irish half saying that.
Byron is a lettuce.
That's what
mind,
I. That's
don't mind
what.
that term.
Justin,
I'm taking it back.
Justin, that's what I always have to say when I say something like this. I'm not as white as Byron, right?
Byron,
So I don't get
right.
blamed on things that I
Justin.
say.
I'm the fifth whitest
who are you
person
taking it
on
back
this
for, Justin?
podcast.
What?
Who are you taking it back for?
I
Yeah,
am. I'm
he's like-
reclaiming it.
For the what though? For the what, man?
I'm telling you. I'm out here screaming, "What's up, my moles?"
Please put Danny's comment on the screen, the last one. Exactly my point. You have no idea how people are over here. We'll make things move. Did you see
We
what
gotta-
happened in Mexico in that bakery that the British guy made in Mexico City? Meef?
Oh no.
So he came to Mexico City to tell us that we don't have bread
Bread culture.
Have you
Was
seen
it
what happened to
Paul
today?
Hollywood.
Huh?
Was it an old man with grey hair like a
Yes.
flat top?
No, well, I
Yeah,
don't-
Paul
I
Hollywood.
forgot
He's
his
a
name.
fucking
I'll
nut. He's
look it
from
up.
Wigan. He's from Manchester. He don't know fuck all about anything. Bread culture in Mexico. Right. Let's. We can just get into pan dulce if we want to do that
Yeah,
because
that's my.
the,
yes.
the
Why
fucking,
would you?
the fucking bread debate with that and piece of shit is the fact that it's to do with croissants, not actual bread. Now, if we want to go down that aisle, then shitting hell, pan dulce is literally there's 10,000 different types of pan dulce. Right?
Richard Hart. That's the name of the guy. Well,
Oh, I don't know.
that's how he's like. That's how that's how his bakery looks like right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good.
They just went after him.
Yeah,
Yeah,
good.
of course. So
So
I get it, Saul. I get it. But also, glad you got to see her because
I'm a fan. I'm a fan. I want to see more. And yeah,
I'll
I
tell you.
still
Okay,
think it's
so
a
here was
crazy
my
girl.
criticism
Chocolate
of
massive.
her, and I got into it big with. I think it was Gabby LaSpisa. I was talking to Gabby LaSpisa and Thunder, and Thunder was like, "Oh no, she's good." And my whole problem, and other people have agreed with me, was she didn't have the Vince thing. She didn't have the ruthless aggression. And my issue with her and Kalani Jordan also, I'm watching them and the suspension of disbelief margin was too high at a certain point. I feel like Kalani still doesn't get over that bar sometimes, but I feel like Saul finally figured out how to get over that bar, how to make it look like she's an acrobat. She did not come into this from a wrestling background. She didn't come into it from a fighting background. She came into it from a dance gymnast kind of thing. And she's also, by the way, not actually a surfer, even though her character is supposed to be like surfer, California surfer girl. She doesn't surf. It's the best thing about Sol Ruca. She's black and she doesn't surf. She probably doesn't like water at all, y'all. Anyway, and I can say that because fuck water.
What, don't surf?
Fuck swimming. I'm kidding. I'm actually a registered lifeguard. But anyway, so she had this issue where it was like the clotheslines didn't go all the way through. The punches didn't look, like punches. It looked like she was waiting to set up the next Cirque du Soleil thing that she was going to do. And she was highly athletic and she was still wowing crowds with these things that she was doing, and Kalani Jordan has a great personality and I think she has the tough attitude, but in the ring, it doesn't really translate for her sometimes. It looks like she's just waiting to do the next move, the next progression of body functions and body memory. And Saul had that issue for a while. I didn't see any of that with Bayley. I don't know if Bayley brought it out of her a different way. And honestly, she's been great over in NXT in her last few matches in general. I think she just got above that threshold. I don't think that makes her ready for the main roster. But clearly she cracked some of the puzzle, kind of like what Maxine is doing now, which, by the way, I got to mention, even though that doesn't fit into one of our topics, Maxine goes out there and puts on the Josh Barnett Catch Wrestling 3000 special out there, and the crowd was like, huh? Poor Maxine, I can tell, she's been in the gym trying to figure out all this stuff, and she's doing this mat wrestling and catch wrestling, and she's calling moves on the fly. She's doing all of the things, and the crowd just did not give
Where's the worm?
At all. They did not care. And it wasn't bad. It just... This is one of the things, you can learn everything about wrestling, but if you don't put it into a storyline that makes sense, who cares? Nobody cared about that match. And Maxine has been over the last few weeks. You've heard us praise her. You've heard everyone at WWE praise her. That was poorly booked on Raw. Whatever they did to her set her up for failure this week because the crowd could not have cared less that match was even happening.
With the vignettes, I think they needed to do a lot more.
Keep them coming
in, and then have something happen where she's backstage and she actually just turns. Yeah, they need her to turn, not the heel, but they needed to show that character. Yeah,
right. No, she can stay on the Austin side. Look, Austin, everything Stone Cold Steve Austin did was a heel move, except he did it for you. He did it for the hell yeah. Are you going to give me a hell yeah? Do you want me to do this? Do you want me to drop a truck on five guys backstage and kill them in a bloody mess? Hell yeah.
The bully slaps her, says, oh, you're a joke, you're a nobody, blah, blah. And then she actually kicks the shit out of her. And it's like, oh, shit, she's real.
Yeah.
That's the easiest thing in the world. Literally 3 seconds.
And Saul needs a little bit of that too, was my whole point. All right, I got a new thing this week, guys. I got a new thing. Actually, I'm still not there yet. Byron, I got to ask you a question.
Oh, God.
Why the fuck do you have a problem with the finish of the John Cena match?
Oh, God.
What is your major malfunction? What is wrong with you?
We were jumping the gun there, bro. You we haven't even talked about it. Yeah.
Do you not understand wrestling? Are you that dense?
So the thing is,
he just likes mans with pets.
The thing is, John Cena wanted to come back and do this run. John Cena had to pay extra money to get insured for his TV and movie projects so he could do this run. It meant that much, and he put his money down for it. And also, you factor in his career, he can do whatever he wants, and I'm fine with whatever he wants to do. Personally, I thought it was cheesy. The ending, the match was cool. I didn't like the ending, but he could do whatever he wants. My issue is that in the year 2026, everyone thinks there's still only one way to do things. He didn't have to lose. He wanted to. If this is what he wanted to do, fine. But you don't have to make him lose in order to keep the industry moving forward to retire.
You know, I hear Jeff Jarrett's dick in your mouth. What is happening right now?
I made a
Okay.
clear point.
Well, can I?
Yes,
can I
go
here?
please.
Thank
'Cause
you.
I'm
Do
flabbergasted.
you guys remember what I said last week before that happened? Before the match happened, I said that John Cena should win. Remember I said that? Do you guys
did say
remember?
that?
Yeah,
Do
we
you,
all
you guys
agreed that, like,
do
booking
you
him
guys
as
remember
Paul.
why I said that?
Yeah.
Because people would not understand it. Byron,
But how do you not
Somehow-
I
understand
understand.
it?
I understand.
With
He
years
wanted
of
to do the
experience
poetic thing. He wanted to do the ending
and
of a movie sort of thing, and whatever.
wrestling
It doesn't matter. He can do that. I don't have to like it.
doctorate
It doesn't matter.
still does
But
not get it.
Go
I'm
say
just
it's
saying-
like a Tyson fight though, because Byron
You
is going to
don't
get knocked
have
out like
to-
Leon Spinks. in
No,
the
but you
first
have all
round.
these people who are crying about how this is how you have to do it. You have to lose to get someone else over on your way out. And that's not true. Sting won. He had a tremendous send-off
Just as
that
a
that a bunch of people felt really good about, and it made very positive, probably generational fan memories. And in the process, he made Darby Allin. He doesn't
No, he
have, he
didn't.
didn't have to.
No,
yes, he
he
did.
didn't.
he
Watch
didn't.
wrestling.
No,
Oh
he
my
did not.
God.
You guys could
Art-
say he didn't, but he helped.
Oh
he
my
helped
gosh,
establish
then
Darby
what's the
Allin.
point of the conversation? He did not make him.
No, I
Where
will
is he
say
right
this,
now?
Byron. He did help establish him, but you know what he didn't do? He didn't put the kid over. He didn't
No,
get
he
the
did.
kid over. If he had wrestled him one-on-one, even babyface to babyface, that
No.
would have been a bigger
No.
moment for Darby. Instead, what we had
No.
is one guy in the match that needed the rub, and then a bunch of other
Mm.
people who didn't. Sting faced guys
say
No,
that-
no,
that
and
he
it's
did
still-
not need
But
the
you don't
rub.
like
There were
Sting.
executive vice
No.
presidents of the company. They started the freaking place. They did not need the rub. They shouldn't have been anywhere near that match.
And still
should have
doesn't
been in
Sting
the
come
match.
back now and then to save his ass? Like he was
The
still.
thing they were
mean-
giving Sting a send off, so they put him with the Bucks, who were the most qualified to give him a great send off. They were giving him a good match. He
They
got
gave
Darby
that finish
over.
because the WWE didn't give that finish. The WWE booked Triple H, and they expected Sting
Oh,
to
do
be
you
there
think it's
longer.
better that
But-
he got
no,
booked?
Byron,
He got to
the only
lose to
reason I
Seth
watch
Rollins
wrestling
and
is
Triple
because
H.
I watch Sting. Okay, all
You
right?
think that's better? You think that's good
No,
booking that
I don't
he
think
all
it's
of a sudden
better,
was
Byron.
friends with the NWO at WrestleMania and loses to
Byron,
Triple H?
It was
That's
fucking
good
stupid.
booking.
I don't think
Okay,
it's good.
you
booking
guys
at
are
all.
right. WWE is
Byron,
so
I don't
much
think it's
smarter.
good, but what you're saying is right. What my point is, Byron, if you actually use your fucking ears, isn't that the WWE was good booking? It was appalling. Triple H never fucking won. In fact, and the whole thing of NWO coming out made me fucking want to vomit. Right? We remember doing this. My whole point is AEW a lot of the time will do the opposite of what the other company did, just for doing the opposite, regardless of it being fucking smart. It was stupid to do it, and it was reactionary. Just to go, oh look, the WWE treated Sting bad, but we didn't treat Sting bad. Aren't we good? I'm
I
Tony
think
Khan.
Sting has
Am I a really
earned.
gas person?
Sting
Byron,
earned the
do you
run he
like
got,
Stone Cold Steve
and I was
Austin?
in a
Byron, do you
room.
like Stone Cold
I
Steve
was in a
Austin?
room full of people with our faces painted like Sting, and we had a great time. We loved
Yeah,
the
but you
match.
can
The
judge
show
it.
is one of our
Don't get it
favorite
wrong.
shows that
Again,
we've ever
do you
seen.
like Stone Cold Steve Austin?
Sure.
Did he win his last match?
I don't know.
Do you like The Undertaker?
Eh,
Did he win his last match?
I don't know.
Is Kurt Angle a great wrestler?
Okay. See, the thing is, you're
Did he
going.
win his
who
last
did,
match?
Who did they put over, and what did it matter?
Is
Huh?
Goldberg
Ric Flair-
the most
Ric Flair.
self-centered, conceited, egotistical?
Did Ric Flair
son of a
make
bitch the
Shawn
entire
Michaels
industry has
during his
ever
fake
seen?
retirement match?
Did Goldberg win his last match?
I want Goldberg to lose
A
every
guy
match
that
he has.
insisted on winning 97% of his career. Did he win
But
his
you're
last
comparing-
match?
You can't compare Goldberg to Sting. I don't like Goldberg. I want him to lose every
and
match.
that's not for Sting.
Well, to
Did
be honest,
Ric
you cannot
Flair?
compare Sting.
I already
Did
addressed
Ric
Ric Flair.
Flair win
I already
any of
addressed
his
Ric
last matches?
I already addressed Ric Flair. Who did he put
Woo!
over? Who did he make? What was it worth? And also, Ric Flair is one of the ones who can do whatever he wants. He can lose his next retirement match.
Next one, no.
Okay, so
I will
Undertaker.
say this:
lost-
Sting. No, just let me do this. Let me do this, Byron. Sting, John Cena. Sting goes on a retirement tour. He does what? A little bit of something with FTR, brings Darby along for the ride, gives the Young Bucks a little bit of a rub, and then goes out with a belt around his waist that they have to start a tournament with, and actually lowered the standard of one of the AEW main belts. That's on one hand. On the other hand, you have John Cena.
I don't agree with it,
who
lowering.
dropped the title ahead of the end of his run just so the title wouldn't get in the way. On purpose.
He didn't.
Wanted to get rid of
a gratuitous title run to get the
gave
record.
you that feel-good moment of finally winning the IC championship, and then made his friend's kid a star by putting over Dominic Mysterio.
The Dom thing was cool.
And
the Dom thing was cool.
And then goes into his last match and builds an entire card of uplifting new talent and using the storyline that it is important that his generation and the more experienced wrestlers make new stars. He said this in every public interview that he did. And then on the way out, lets Gunther tap him and smiles cinematically to the camera like, I'm good. I'm at peace, people. I'm doing this because
Cinema, apparently. Cinema
Gunther didn't actually tap him out. Gunther didn't get him. Gunther didn't earn it. Cena was like Cena gave it to him.
Cena gave up. Yes, Byron.
He gave the tap out to Gunther. Gunther didn't take it from him.
We understand.
Gunther didn't take it from him.
But
Cena gave it to him.
Have you ever played Red Dead Redemption
Gunther
2?
is the affirmative action champion now.
What?
He was given something.
How does this happen?
Byron, have you ever played Red Dead Redemption?
By the way, look at first of all, Cena
Byron
is great. Cena's super smart. He's great, and all the press that he was doing. Thanks,
Goatsy
Goatsy. All the
agrees with
press.
him.
Yeah, so all the press he was doing, it's great, and creating
Goatsy
the
toilet
card
flushes the
and
wrong
all that.
direction. It doesn't matter if he agrees with you.
They drink Foster's.
Cena is super smart. He did great stuff with the last card. That's awesome, and the Dom stuff was great. But you cannot tell me that Cena's last year was in any way as much fun as Sting's years in AEW. His AEW time was way more fun and way better booked. Cena's thing had moments.
Yeah.
But all along it was not done well. You know what? It's what he wanted to do, and I'm happy for him, and he gets to do it. But
look.
I think Sting showed that
Here's what I'm going to tell you. Here's what I'm going to tell you.
Sting showed there's another path in this now in wrestling.
Let me tell you this, and this actually might prove a little bit of your point, Byron. So let me say this.
I already proved it.
What I remember from John Cena's last run is one of the best heel turns of all time. Everything that was after it was shit, but the actual heel turn moment was good. We talked about it.
Remember that moment. We'll all remember
about
the same visual of it.
People will remember it and people might even remember it more because of how poorly it went after that. But gonna remember it. Also gonna remember his heel match against babyface Cody Rhodes. Absolutely gonna remember that. Gonna remember the AJ Styles match.
Yes.
Absolutely going to remember that. Going to remember him putting over Dominic Mysterio. Maybe more so than Gunther, to be quite honest.
Wait, when he did his PWG match with Cody, was that heel and face, or did he turn back already? That was they had a stinker, and then that really good one.
The heel match was the bad match because he basically just walked over Cody Rhodes.
Right.
But then they did have a really good one.
Yeah. WrestleMania, no.
And then I will remember the Gunther thing because, honestly, part of what's going to make me remember it too is the fan reaction. But that's exactly the point. He made people care. People are talking about it for a week past the event. You know how much wrestling is just throwaway these days? That is just like incidental entertainment that comes and goes so fast. Anything that resonates for more than a week or week and a half or two in wrestling is huge at this point. There's so much wrestling on TV. Okay. Do you know what I remember about Sting's last run? I remember that weird warehouse.
Sting, you're a biased observer.
Just let me say it. The things I remember are that weird warehouse match with Brian Cage, and I can't even remember everything that happened in that match.
That was a great match.
I remember him debuting with the snow coming down and coming out with the baseball bat. And then I remember Darby Allin going through the glass. And
that's all I remember.
That's
all I remember. That's
literally all I remember from Sting's entire tour. I was at 6 of the matches on that tour. If I had been at 6 of the matches on John Cena's last tour, I would feel like I hit the fucking lottery.
Oh, come on, man. Seriously? The match with Dominic. Oh, come on! You're just trying to make a.
If I had
point
seen
without
any
facts.
of those matches, the people are paying $4,000 or $5,000 a ticket for that. I paid $40 for one of those tickets to see one of Sting's last 5 matches.
You got to remember, Byron was arguing that Maria May and Stony Storm had a more cinematic ending to their
They
feud.
did. It was literally a Hollywood ending gimmick.
The build-up might have been, and all the other bits that they shot screens of, but the actual last bit was a wide shot. They kept on cutting.
They had the bird's eye over them with it's whatever. You didn't even watch the match or the whole program. So
whatever, it was still good.
Yeah, but that's the whole point, Byron.
The whole point was.
I was also making the point that match was the fitting end to the end of Mariah May's career.
I won't say it was all good.
What the hell has she been up to since then?
I didn't like Cena standing in the ring and watching the video package.
Why didn't he do
handing him the belts thing felt okay, but it
dumb.
was a little.
The worst thing was Cody Rhodes.
I think they could have handed him a mic and.
That's what they should have done.
Oh, crispy chicken sandwich.
I'm going to eat one of those next week. Anyway, I'm just saying the Cena thing was fine because it's what he wanted to do. But my big point is you can do it other ways. You can still pay it forward other ways. Is Walter still going to be cool a year from now? Or is he going to be teaming with Baron Corbin and MLW? We don't know. We'll find out. I hope that he's a monster, like a world beater still. But we won't know until a year from now.
Okay.
You can do it other ways, but he might be a scene.
Can I say a few things about?
I mean, is it better that Angle got to put over Baron Corbin? By the way, no shade on him.
I made this point last week, and we move on from that. Yeah,
I'm just saying. No, it's a point. Like Ric Flair lost. Is he?
It was a try.
Shawn Michaels.
Execution is everything.
There could have been something else that would have been just as effective.
Did Baron Corbin got the crazy heat the next day but like this? Like Gunther couldn't even he didn't even say anything. Went home.
And Gunther's promo on Monday was pure genius.
It was good.
Let me say this about Gunther. Okay, let's look at the guy. He is right now a top heel who does none of the dirty heel stuff. This is a guy who wipes his feet before he goes in the ring. This is a guy whose heel promos are telling people that he wants to protect the integrity of professional wrestling and doesn't like bullshit-ass sports entertainment. Somehow, what he has done is a complete throwback to just being a menacing European. That's the heel gimmick. That's amazing because it's part of what we need in wrestling so bad. We have to pull back some of the crazy, over-the-top, ridiculous gimmick shit and get back to the core of some of this stuff where Gunther is just a bad guy because he's mean. He's tough.
It was interesting to hear on WWE TV the sentence "Pro wrestling has beaten sports entertainment."
That's the whole point.
Yeah.
And he's Ivan Drago. Because when you think about Drago, yeah, Drago cheated because he was using performance enhancement. But literally, not that Drago, Ivan Drago. The whole point of Ivan Drago was that he cared about the sport.
Played Russian. That's what
he wanted to win so bad that he was willing to go the extra mile. But it was because
the other people
he wanted the glory of the sport.
It was the other people who were training him, who were doing the cheating, who put the stuff in him.
But I mean, they even took El Grande Americano away from him. Or I'm sorry, did I just blow that? Did I just give away somebody's?
Yeah,
game?
you did.
Fuck. So sorry. Anyway, they even took away his stable, which is great. Like I thought and I liked those guys with him. I like the whole Imperium thing. I like the whole hands behind the back thing and the whole thing.
The old music.
Yeah,
the old music is much better.
You like the old music? It sounds exactly like Mercedes music. I don't like the fact that every time he comes out, I think Mercedes is coming out.
Right, but she copied that, did she? So that's just
but he wasn't using it when she did it.
No. But
I don't like them both having the same thing, but that's just me. And I like
they should add
this one's not as menacing. It's not like Jolsey music.
So
Feeling more
it was
Dante
like
music.
father in German. Father in German. No,
Deutschland über
is
alles
that a bad
planes.
thing to say? Is that a bad thing?
Yeah. My
Der
question was,
Ring General. Anyway, I just don't. At the end of the day, I think the moral of the story is I just don't like Byron.
Everyone I know thinks you're
Byron.
wrong.
Everyone you
On a
know,
personal-
you know yourself.
I was
and that's
with
it.
Casey. I was with Casey watching a Christmas parade during whatever Cena was doing.
Casey said he liked
And-
you.
And we both, Casey was texting Justin pictures of
gonna
Sting
message
because
Casey right
he
now.
disagreed with Justin so much. I'm talking to our good friend. He goes by the name Bear. And he's like, I had to send Justin a text and set him straight.
You've been texting
What
bears.
is that guy thinking? No, I'm DMing a Bear.
Byron's Bear protected.
Who knows? Who knows Justin?
Right. Byron's having his
Goatsy.
bear text me. Just everybody's following this, right? Byron is
Goatsy
having his
in-
bear text me.
Yes,
Okay.
we
Well,
got
you
that
knew
part.
him first. You knew him first.
Can I show the bear pictures?
Yeah.
I don't know if I can. I don't think it's that kind of show, brother. I think we'll save those for MMMshow after dark.
I can't
Wait,
believe
no,
I
I
worked
think
with
we're
him
pretty
for a
much there
whole.
anyway.
I worked with him for a whole month, and
On that note,
I joke around and
we
mess
can-
with him during the shoots, and we had no idea that we knew you. We both knew you.
Yes. Shout out to Jeff Bear Brannon. He's he's an audio guy that worked with me for a long time on Food Paradise.
Yeah.
He already sounds like a better person than Byron, so
He's great.
He's great. I love him. And the fact that he's friends with you or considers himself a friend of you just makes him less
He's
of a
an
friend of
acquaintance.
mine.
That works
So-
for me, brother.
All right.
Also, you're
Stay
backwards.
calm and stay in the mix.
That doesn't work.
Does it work when I do it?
you don't have
No.
gravitas.
Nope.
No.
Mm.
Meefus right. The word is gravitas.
I thought you said comatose.
is gravitas. So the moral of the story at the end of the day is honestly this: John Cena's last match was a picture perfect ending to a phenomenal
He looks
career
so stupid.
that saw a
Smiling.
man who came in as a prototype break all of the prototypes and all of the
Right.
stereotypes and become the last real champion that we're going to see for quite some time. I know you hate me right now, Byron. It's fine. Moving on.
No,
We got a
the
brand new
prototype.
segment. I'm gonna
You had
do
to throw in
banner-
prototype. It's so cheesy.
I know. Thank you. I appreciate that. I appreciate how cheesy you think that was. All right. What was I going to call this segment?
How
I
much
know what I'm going
more
to
do
call
we
it.
have left?
Byron's a dumbass.
Mm.
I'm making a banner for this because it needs it. Random thoughts. Like this show isn't random enough.
Do you want my random thoughts? Really?
No.
Yes, about wrestling.
About
Random
wrestling.
thoughts about wrestling, Meefloaf. It has to be wrestling related. Or Lucha Libre. Or Strong Style.
When they have
Or
a showcase
Brett
match, you just
Oh,
literally
I have a
a
pop. I have a pop. I have a pop.
We are
Alicia,
in random thoughts, man. What the?
So MJF, he came back today, everyone knows, and he tweeted something like, "I remembered you're all fucked," because he comes back and now he's in title mix. And then Alicia Atut posted a selfie of herself not smiling, and she wrote, "WTF Maxwell, you told me we'd go on a honeymoon after you were done shooting the movie."
Can I tell you a secret, Byron?
They're running the gimmick that she keeps pushing their honeymoon to go to Dynamite.
It's not a gimmick. Now, just like other things in wrestling, it is pre-planned, but it is not a gimmick. They actually decided at the beginning of the year, they kept trying to set up a time when they were going to do it, and they kept looking at the schedule, and they kept both getting better and better opportunities for shit that they have actually decided to push their honeymoon, I think, a year or something ridiculous or whatever.
You'll get a week off at some point.
They did shove it down the line. But okay, since you brought it up, before I go to random thoughts here, let me turn the fucking banner
Oh,
on.
now you're going off topic. Wow.
No, I'm going to your topic that you just brought up because I don't want to neglect AEW. We have to talk about the fact that the title picture is stop playing with his nipples. It is a family show. God bless America. For you audio listeners, Byron has a picture of Great American Sting behind him, looking all jack and swole. Steven
Ukrainian Sting, actually.
He's all
and he's
greased up
rubbing
too.
his nipples. It's
Like this.
gross.
By the way, his image is backwards on the broadcast. So
No, I fixed it. It looks right
says
there.
wow.
no,
Women
I'm looking
of
at it right now
wrestling.
on my bigger other
Fucking
monitor.
the C's the wrong way around.
Where's
Byron.
the
You
thing?
know.
Mine
says
looks fine.
wow.
Yours still looks backwards. So
Women
No.
of wrestling. Anyway, so the three contenders in the three-way championship match all come out. Samoa Joe cuts a little bit of promo fire. He does his little thing. He's feeling all sweet tooth from Twisted Metal. Not bad. Swerve comes out. New music. Meh. Yeah, there we go. I like that better. Even though I hate Crow Sting.
That's
but
Metallica Sting.
that is Kiss Sting.
yeah, it's working out. It is good.
Oh,
It is
stop
good.
touching his abs. That is so gross. Stop
Let,
feels
violating
good.
him.
Byron, let him
The
get through
texture
the
feels
interview
good.
bit.
Oh, so nasty. So Swerve comes out and he does his thing, and
Oh,
Nana's
he's a
there.
perfect.
And
He's a perfect height right now.
I think we should change Swerve's name to Swole Swerve or something.
He
Swole-
looks big, doesn't he?
No,
Swole-
he's hard body Swerve now. He took hard body
Swolverine.
Harrison's gimmick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that was pretty good. I was interested. I was feeling the fire. Then Hangman started talking. And let me be clear about this. Hangman seems like a great dude. I like a lot of what he stands for. Seems like a guy I definitely want to go out and have a beer with, just chill, kick it at the bar.
I
Maybe
miss
some
that guy that
songs.
used to drink on the. I think that was better.
Yeah. His
He drank
part of the
last week.
promo tonight just absolutely made my crotch itch. I'm sorry, Adam. Like, that just wasn't it, brother. It wasn't it. I don't know what we need to do with Hangman at this point, but the frothing at the mouth, rabbit horse thing that he's doing just doesn't work, in my opinion. And oh my God, when MJ, and maybe this was intentional, because I'm just thinking, Jesus Christ, I was actually interested in this thing for a hot second, and then Hangman opened his mouth and kind of just made it, I wasn't disinterested in it, but it made it more meh. But then when MJF's music hit, I was like, good Lord, that is the best timing ever. And now, heel, face, whatever, don't care. Don't care if MJF even wins, but I want to see MJF in the title picture. I want him in this mix because his take on all this shit, and some of his lines tonight didn't fly. Some of them weren't great. You know, some of his shtick is a little old too. But we got the four guys that are the new kind of heir apparents, all of them. These are the real pillars of AEW, not whatever we were talking about as pillars before. It's these four guys. And they all came out and did their quintessential thing tonight. My problem with that, however, is of their four quintessential things, the Hangman one is the one that isn't really doing much for me. That's it. That's my whole opinion.
I like Hangman a lot, but I think MJF, I agree that he needed to come out, and I think they wouldn't have booked the three-way if they didn't have this, because they already did this three-way for the belt with them, and that's all I could really think about while they were talking. Like, how are we going to do the math? They're going to fight each other. They're going to fight Joe. Like, they did the dance already. Then when MJF came out, it's like, okay, this is what they're trying to do. This is the interesting.
No, it
thing
did.
they're
A
trying
lot
to
of the
do.
picture became clear. And I agree. And I'll actually give Tony Khan big props that this was, I'm pretty sure, always the plan. They've known MJF's schedule. We as the public don't know his schedule because all the movie stuff is NDA too. I don't think other people at AEW necessarily know outside of Tony Khan, but they had to negotiate these things with Tony. So clearly they have a schedule and a plan for MJF. It makes the Samoa Joe kind of coming back into the mix thing make more sense because he was also gone doing Twisted Metal, and I believe he's about to go and do season 3. Not to spoil the fact that Joe's not going to hold this belt for 3 or 4 years, guys. He's got another season of Twisted Metal to film.
No, the guy sweats when he walks to the ring. He can't hold the belt forever.
You're saying the belt
No
becomes
offense.
slippery? Is that what you're saying?
No, well, I was going
I'm
to say
just
he's
asking.
getting older and out of shape, but I think I would get less beat
Jesus
up if
Christ,
I just
man,
said it was
you
slippery.
body shaming of all people.
Oh wow.
No, it's slippery.
Anyway,
Joe is an awesome champ.
back onto Justin's new thing because AEW is like boring. Come on.
No,
He's-
actually,
the
I
whole-
just gotta say,
the
I do have a
whole-
pop. Hold on, I
The
do
whole
have a
show
pop.
is. You have a pop? We're in random
Bandido.
thoughts.
Bandido versus Ricochet.
Yeah.
That's all. I'm looking forward to that match.
Just Bandido. How would he get Wrestler of the Year?
Yo
Oh,
también.
how he does? Yeah, he.
Who did they give it to? Adam Page.
Is it gonna be like? Is it gonna be like Christmas Eve? That's gonna be a fun show. Probably watching on delay, but
Did they do that?
yes.
They gave Adam Page the
Bandido,
Wrestler of
hope
the
he
Year.
gets it. Is that for the ring thing?
No.
Did anybody check on Justin's
Yes.
orders?
Yes, it's for the
is
ring.
for it, right?
It's for the ring.
For the ring
Yes.
thing, yeah. Yes. Did anybody
also-
check? Did
I also
anybody
wanna-
check on Justin's? See who ordered the ring. Anyways,
I
He's
wanna-
not saying
I also
Justin,
wanna-
Jostins, like the guys who do the class rings. Jostins.
Justin.
I want to give a pop to the Acclaim storyline, but I just wish it was on the main show. It's like fun little videos they do on the Twitter where they're trying to get them to be friends
It's
again.
not even on the B show. It's on fucking social
media.
Yeah,
Time
and all
Warp.
the stuff is hilarious. Even the stuff when they didn't like each other and they're doing interviews, walking to the cars after
My
the show.
kids are furious.
That was
Every
fun.
time they turn on Dynamite, they're like, "Where's the Acclaimed?"
People love
and-
the Acclaimed.
Yeah, like my daughter loves Anthony Bones. My son loves Max Caster. Loved them as the Acclaim. Liked them doing the whole
Oh,
thing. I was the Billy Gunn fan. Like it was like that was
Yeah.
our team. We loved the Acclaim, and I get it. Like yeah, gimmicks move on. Everybody's got to do something else every now and then. But like also just bring it back now. Just like let it just. Or let them do the next evolution.
Yeah.
of
Also,
it.
but you move on to another gimmick when it's good. I don't know what Maskcaster was doing. It was like,
Oh, I love
he's
what
the
Max
best
is
wrestler
doing.
alive. That shit
I
was
got
funny.
a World Genius record, whatever, bro.
I love that
I
he
like
had
one of
the
those
in my house.
trademark. He had the paper that proved that made people
Who
have
walked
to
around
say
with it?
Yeah, and then like after the matches, they would give him a walkie-talkie interview, and he'd be like, "Blah blah blah, Bowens sucks.
Yeah.
I'm the best wrestler." And then he'd like turn around and like look, be like, "Where's my car? Where are my keys?" He'd be like lost in a parking lot. One time he jumped a fence, and then he realized you could kind of tell, oh, there isn't a door to get back when they're done shooting. It was so funny. They were having fun. You
Which
know?
is part of it. Like
Wrestling
wrestling should be fun. This is why our truth is over. Like sometimes you just go with it. You know, sometimes you take the baddest man on the planet, Ron Simmons, and you just give him the line, "Damn," and it works. And stop touching his abs, you pervert. Fine, I'm going to the new segment, Byron. Oh, you're so gross. So gross. Okay. Let me wait. Now I got to do this again. I got to go back to banners and I got to do this. It's time for Mats and Mayhem's random thoughts.
The entire show.
My random thought today about wrestling, Meef. It has to be about wrestling. My random thought today is Mercedes Moné actually changed one of the stigmas about Sasha Banks. Sasha Banks was the perennial next day belt loser of all time, and no one thinks that about her anymore. In fact, now what they think is, God damn it, when's she going to drop some of these belts? Now, Red Velvet did pick off one of them, thank God, so maybe we're finally going to that, but it wasn't, actually it was kind of the next day. I'm totally wrong. My random thought sucks.
Do you want my random thought? It's not about wrestling. But it is interesting. It is interesting. Okay, I'll give you an interesting fact. Interesting fact of the day.
But it was so random that it was not a thought.
Poinsettia, which the famous Christmas flower, originates from Mexico. And
we call them poinsettias over here.
The Spanish, when they got there, they decided that they loved them so much they started using them around the altars of the birth of Christ. And then it was a guy called Joel Roberts Poinsett who took them to America, which is why
because they always steal the names of.
And I'll try the Nahuatl word for it is Quetzalcoatl. There we go. That's been butchered terribly.
But God bless you for even trying, because I wouldn't have gotten even that close, Meefloaf.
Yeah. Couldn't get on there.
Nahuatl.
Quetzalcoatl.
Oh,
No. The X isn't.
Quetzalcoatl.
There you go.
Quetzalcoatl.
I did quite
Come
well
on,
with that. I
guys,
think.
you don't speak Nahuatl in your daily
No,
life?
you did great. Check
Of course
No,
I
I-
did. I speak Tarahumara. What the hell are you talking about?
I purposely am actually learning to speak.
Yes, I can tell you're actually
He's learning to speak.
It's
Everyone
the
give him
TL
a
on the
round
end.
of applause.
Just
It's a
trying to get this-
TL. It's hard. It's hard for not even for Spanish speakers. It's very hard.
Tony, do you have a random thought?
I have a random thought. Well, there's been some rumors out there about a friend of mine that I produce a podcast with. That it's
Thunder?
another- No. The other friend that actually has a rose on her. So there's
Rose.
there's a rumor out there that Nyla Rose is pregnant, and I am here to break news and confirm she is pregnant.
What
And
the
we're
hell?
gonna have a not a baby shower, but a Nyla shower. Think about that any way you want, and it will be on the first podcast of Take the Time in the new year. We're gonna have a Nyla shower
So
for Nyla Rose pregnancy.
we're saying Nyla is taking a shower, baby. That's what's
Well,
happening.
you gotta go and see what a Nyla shower is. Coming up soon. Next.
Is that a euphemism? A Nyla shower?
Probably? I don't know. Maybe I just make something new.
Can I just come into that chat and just be like, I'm gonna annihilate you?
Ooh.
No,
Ooh.
that's not good. That doesn't
The,
work.
I got nauseous there. Yeah, so tune in into Take the Time. Well, there's going to be a new show on Christmas Day, but the next week after, we'll have a Nyla shower to bring in the new year and apparently a baby. So you'll watch it, hear it.
Did Mark Henry come up with this segment? Asking for a friend.
We'll see.
He has
We'll
some
see.
interesting thoughts. doesn't he?
Hence will be birthed and New Year's will come.
Byron,
I have
the
a random
shouldn't be a
thought.
stretch for you, but do you have a random thought?
I have a random thought. I saw
He has a
someone
random
on the
life.
internet say that no one wanted to work with Athena, and now here she is in a big match on Dynamite. Wow, someone looks really dumb now, don't they?
This is him just trying to prove his point about John
I mean,
Cena.
no, it's fine. I'll eat it. I'll eat this one. I'm an asshole. Athena fucking hates me. Shane Taylor wants to fucking kill me. Byron wants to bring it back up, so his buddy gets murdered on.
I like
live
to see
internet.
people mad at you.
Great. No, let's just make a snuff film.
Wait.
Let's have black wrestlers coming to kill the only black wrestling fan.
Tony, you know what to
That's
do
great.
now. Tony, you can now clip lots of Byron's quotes together, possibly one about affirmative action, and we can make people mad at Byron quite easily.
I
Mm.
apologize.
No
I
one would
didn't
believe
mean to
any
say
of it.
she was stuck in ROH. I meant to say that I want to see her in these kind of spots on Dynamite, and they did
Yeah.
it. So see, they listen. Byron.
Mm. This is probably
Message
booked
gets
way ahead of time.
across, even if he has to hurt. And probably Justin will get hurt a little.
Justin had
in a
to,
couple of weeks.
take a stand. Sometimes you have to take a stand, Byron, and you'll get stuff done. Just like Mick Foley.
Really though, come on, man.
Or John
Come
Cena,
on,
because he
Byron.
quit the industry because of his he no longer wants to be associated with WWE.
John
what I'm saying.
Cena retired because of what you said about Athena in Ring of Honor.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
The thing
That's
is,
what he-
I was
that's
defending
what he
John
told
Cena
me.
on the show, right?
That was
And I
he
hate
told
John
you
Cena.
called you the other day.
I stopped
He
watching
told me he
wrestling
didn't call
10
me.
years
We were in the
because of
same
John
room.
Oh, you were in the same room? Yeah.
Guys,
Yeah.
You were,
have I talked about Masked Mania? Masked Republic is doing these shows with
Oh
Los
my
Sparks
God.
versus Los Piratas.
random.
Have I talked to you guys about
This is
this?
the best. This is going to help them out so much to do this right now in
At
this
the end of the
spot.
show?
We can clip it, Byron. You
Right
That's
when
my
Meef is
memory. I
talking
have to-
about
I'm
all
still gonna
sorts
do
of
it
weird
like-
People are
stuff.
gonna have to look at the announcement that I just made. So yeah.
The Piratas versus the Los Parks, the Parks. I'm down with that.
the chairman.
That'd be dope.
It'll be fun.
Hey, how about this? Props to
Vampiro's
Arn
going to be out
Anderson,
there
LA
too. There's
Park.
a lot of great lucha libre. Let me just say this, Byron. Let me just say this, please.
It's a mention.
We're in random
Masked
thoughts.
Mania, the tour, the 2026 tour kickoff. January 24th in Laredo, Texas. Okay, at the same Auto Arena. Then they got January 25th over in San Antonio. I might go to that one. Boeing Center at Techport. Then January 31st in Loveland, Colorado at the Blue Arena. And then February 1st, Denver, Colorado, the Mission Ballroom. Tickets and info are available at maskedmania.com, sponsored by Masked Republic.
And one thing I will say about Kev and the guys at Masked Republic, they over-deliver. And like their events, Expo Lucha, like the price range on that for what you got was insane. It was expensive relative terms, but at the same time, what you paid for what you got included in the ticket and your passes were absolutely crazy. And nowhere else on earth does anything like they do.
Yeah, I mean, and this looks like a good show, you know, and shout out to Klein Rock. He's got some personal stuff going on at home, and I know that he's got his hands full, but the dude is a mensch. Like the stuff that he does in his personal life, and he's also got a shoot job too. And then at the same time, like he's helping luchadors get visas. He's out there making luchador themed horror movies now. Him and Ruben. Ruben is really part of the mastermind behind this tour, and like really trying to bring Lucha Libre in a touring fashion to the indies, the indie scene in America. Like there's Lucha Libre shows like, you know, a guest that we're going to have coming up in the near future, Alvaro Riojas, is going to stop by soon. And he does some Lucha Libre shows, and, you know, he puts some other indie wrestlers and stuff on his shows, but like he represents, and Ruben is out there representing too. And Masked Republic is always doing their part to keep Lucha Libre alive here on this side of the border. They're helping bring these guys over here so we can see them. They're helping them merchandising deals and helping them negotiate their contracts with various promotions. And like,
let's put it this way. If it wasn't for them, there wouldn't have been a Lucha Underground. If it wasn't for them, Red Phoenix and Pentagon probably not getting out of where they're at.
And I'm here to tell you,
Triple A deal.
They kept Mr. Iguana fed long enough to be the star that he is right now. He would not be here if it weren't for Masked Republic. He would have starved and been an accountant somewhere in a warehouse. Like,
you know, Penta and Mr. Iguana would not have been at Bad Bunny's concert in Mexico City this past weekend. Somebody missed work for that. Anyway,
Penta also just got pulled off of that AAA card officially, that his shoulder is not going to be healed.
Wow,
and, they got a terrible fucking replacement for him. I can't believe that they're just going to throw this little short guy in there. What's his name? No, Rey Mysterio Jr. is replacing Penta on the card because that's terrible. Like
I've heard good things about that guy.
I mean, it's like you wanna make fans happy that are upset they're not gonna get Penta on the card. I think they found a suitable replacement.
Yeah, that's gonna be fun. I was thinking of going to Guadalajara just to watch that.
What?
So you understand the concept? Like we do an outline of the show, then we talk about the things that are on the outline, so that then the fans know that we're gonna like discuss certain topics and we're gonna get certain things, and then we're gonna like clip them out of the show, and then we're gonna put them on social media, and then they're gonna go viral, and then people are gonna enjoy stuff, and then more people are gonna come. Like you understand the whole concept of what we're doing, right?
I understand the